said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns offense will take the field first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great way to start this game. And one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front. You saw it early in this game today.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll return it from the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right...
Going for a big play right off the bat. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Scrambling away. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
What a nice job getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack, making sure he didn't have time to buy some more space, and he almost grabbed him and pulled him into the end zone. He
couldn't find his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the
oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. A little release to the back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and eliminating.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a first and goal. Got his man quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bridges. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Tar Heel! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That some guys just find a way to get to the quarterback and get sacks. This guy had 3 last week. He's got 2 today. He is piling up those numbers.
The give to the tailback. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They go to the ground. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch near the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Now this offense is back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
But how nice is it as a defensive coordinator to have a guy that can absolutely terrorize quarterbacks? He had 4 sacks last week. He's got 2 today. This guy is lighting it up.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He'll start this drive firing. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
North Carolina, 5, Texas, 0.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to make that rush fake on the draw play here. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. On 1st down from their own 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback hauled up to and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Buys a little time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snatches it on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to fire. He's got it down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bridges. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Going for 6. Touchdown, UNC! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Connection to the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean Carolina. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for room. It's Culpepper. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Now on the move. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And his first pass is incomplete.
You thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Working on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And down he goes back at the 3. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Touchdown, UNC! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Bringing it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On target.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Makes the grab. It's Bridges. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're
always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Quick completion to the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he tacked on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. That's caught. It's Canty. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get...
There he goes! And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Tries again to get it in. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Tar Heels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. It's caught downfield. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Offense in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Completes it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy a Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Bridges. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It's complete to the left. After 45 on its way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Quickly to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the easy completion. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Swings it out to his running back. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with... He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And
pulls it in inside the 10. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback...
trying to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.